Oh, you can film it if you want. So, for your solar panel, it's like the best dog you've ever owned. It walks itself, it feeds itself, it even cleans its own mess up in the garden. It literally just sits there, and what it does is keep your leisure battery alive. So it doesn't particularly charge it up to the hilt, but what it'll do is always keep life in it. So next time you go away, all you need to do is plug it into the electric, woof, and it will fully charge back up that battery.
Yeah.
But what it is, at the minute you see it's got a flashing light, that means it's putting a small amount of power on.
Right.
If the two lights are solid on there, it's putting all its power in, and if there's no lights on it, it said I've got nothing to do, so it switches itself off. So there's nothing to turn on and off. It literally, when it's got something to do, it does it. If it's got nothing to do, it just switches itself off.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, are you ready for the
Yeah.
heating panel now? You're on for it.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
All changed.
for your heating, I don't know if you want to stand on this side, I'll try and keep out of the way as best as I can. So, what it's showing us on your screen at the minute, the little arrows in the top corner is letting us know that your heating's in operation. The black plug's letting us know it's on the mains, and then this is the internal temperature currently, so it's 18.5. Then if I press menu, this wakes up your user screen. So the top one is just simply your thermostat for your central heating. So just plus or minus it and set it at whatever level you want your heating set on.
Yeah.
Next one down is your hot water. That's hot water off. That's hot water on, and then you've also got hot water boost. So what the boost mode's done now, it's switched off your central heating and put all its power into that water boiler for you. But obviously, once you finish with that function, you need to come and switch it off, otherwise you've overridden your heating as such.
Yeah.
Then we've got your power selects down here. So, electric, 1 kilowatts, 2 kilowatts, or 3 kilowatts. And all that is the more power you send to the unit, the faster it'll heat up. So it'll work perfectly fine on 1 kilowatts, but all it is, it'll take a lot longer to get up to temperature than it would if you throw 3 kilowatts. And then the bottom one is gas. So that's gas on, and then obviously the blue's gas off.
Yeah.
So the maximum power you can send to the unit is obviously 3 kilowatts of electric and gas at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's maximum output for your boiler and your heating system. And that's the basics.
I think we'd be okay with that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I know it's completely different to what we had in a sense. It's very similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, we had Truma.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so we had a screen. We had
Yeah, you had the rollerball on it.
we had,
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah, it's similar, but I mean, that's the basics of it.
Yeah,
So my main
that's
aim
great.
today, as long as you're confident you can get
Oh,
heating and you can get hot water, I'm a happy boy.
That's brilliant. Thank
Okay?
you. Yeah.
Now, I'll really quickly, I'll breeze through the rest of it. So I press the little cog button there. This is your sort of menu. So we've got the little moon symbol, is a night mode, so you can set a timer at night if you like a reduced temperature. Then we've got day mode, is obviously the opposite, so it's a day timer. Prioritise is just what power source it looks for initially. Backlight is just how the screen stays lit. Anything that's greyed out is a feature that's not available, so don't worry about that. Clock is just setting the time and day. Then the little Pac-Man, what that one is an antibacterial feature inside your onboard hot water tank. If you have it switched on in the middle of the night, it boils that water in the tank to kill any bacteria that's held in there. So it just means when you brush your teeth in the morning, your water's sterile. Then offset, so you can offset the thermostat on this one. What it is these two will always read different because the thermometer is in different places inside the van. So you can marry the two up. Have you got mountaineering in your van?
No.
Well, if you go over 1,000 metres sea level, you can switch high altitude mode on. And all it does, it just draws in extra air to make up for the lack of oxygen higher up. Then got key beep, delayed start timer is where you can set a once a week timer. Pump settings, all you can do in here is switch your thermostat off and have your heating running constantly. Believe me, if you want to know what boiling a bag of rice feels like, switch your thermostat off because you're cooking here. Then we've got reset, same as anything electrical nowadays. You're not doing what it's told, just hit the reset and it'll reboot the system for you. External, don't worry about because that's where you can get a mobile phone attachment to communicate with it, but you've already got one because you've got the command. Language, if you want to speak French or German. Service, brings up any alarm codes or faults. And then the last one, installed accessories. If you ever want to use the app to control your heating, you do need to come in here and just tick third party panel. And that's just telling this system that it's going to receive its messages from another device.
Okay.
Okay.
As well.
As well,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I'll just knock that back off for now. And that's it then before your arm drops off.
Well done, Lord.
Thank you.